Patrick, I sent the backplane to Patrick. He found out
Okay.
that what was a P-Sync on pin 40
As a SINP, the input.
SIMP. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that was a cold solder joint on the SIMP pin.
Mm.
The only pin that had a bad cold solder. And
Uh,
so I got the thing back, but let's see if I can send it. I'll go stop, reset, and I notice this like this when I do a reset.
Okay.
If I do a deposit,
Hmm.
something else is going weird with this thing now. And if I do
And
an
what happens when you do a reset?
stop, reset, deposit, 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 I'm doing deposit.
Oh,
The whole thing
Oh.
is
But I did. I'm sorry. Do like slower because I can't. So,
yeah.
so do one deposit.
okay. Stop, reset,
Uh-huh.
deposit.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Oh, that was deposit. It was going to all zeros. Now it's going to that. And that light, that's the wait light came on.
What
Just
CPU are you running?
That's the TDL Z80 ZPU, TDL ZPU.
Okay.
this may sound like a dumb suggestion, but you might want to put the card guides on there because I say as you're touching it, it's wiggling back and forth in that socket. At least the camera's showing that. I know it's difficult not to do that, but I just wondering if any of that could
Yeah,
cause an issue.
I don't have card guides to bolt on here, so
Okay.
And
Okay.
And
your
that's and that's the
I'm sorry. And I'm assuming your data cable's plugged in
yeah, it's plugged in.
to.
and that's the front panel board I messed with, right?
Yeah,
Because I see the label up just to the left of the 16 pin. I've had issues with TDL CPUs and front panels sometimes. Your switch one, is it up or down?
switch one. I mean address switch one?
No, switch one on the configuration switches, the 8 configuration switches on the top.
On the TDL?
No, on this board, on the front panel. Isn't that the one that should be the front panel that has the configuration switches at the top?
Configuration switches. No, there's no configuration switches. You're talking about a dip switch?
Yes.
No, there's no dip switch on this panel. That's on the CPA.
Yeah, there's some jumpers, but no dip switch, it looks like. Yeah. There's some jumpers down near the card edge connector.
Right, yeah, and those are the same as my other
Okay.
mini front panel. Yeah, that's the CPA panel. This is a mini front panel.
Oh, a mini front panel. Okay.
Don Cap. I pronounce his last name Caprio.
Yeah. Okay. The MFP. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this, we're going to stop, reset, deposit.
It's random as well, which
Yeah. And the thing is, oops, I swapped out the TDL ZPU with the Chromemco and it does the exact same thing. So I know it's not the CPU board
mhm.
and not likely to be the ribbon cable between the two.
Right. And the ribbon cable is in the right way round. You verified that,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. I haven't changed that.
Okay.
It's bent so it always goes in the same way.
Ah, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else? There's not much on here. There's not much on. Well, actually, no, there is quite a bit on here.
The
Hmm.
interesting thing is, this is the kind of problems beginners have.
Now,
And I've
you-
seen this on other forums,
right.
is these kinds of weird things that happen, and people don't know how to fix them.
You have two of these front panels, right? Or more than.
Yeah, it's the other one's inside my IMSAI-JAIR computer. And I got a third one that's mostly built but not completed yet.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for some switches to finish
Okay.
building that one.
Yeah. Now the card set that you've got in the bus, if you put that in the working system with the good front panel, everything works fine, right?
Well, the other computer is just the mini front panel and a JAIR board. So, and it's also up high on a shelf, so I gotta stand
Ah.
on the ladder to get to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Right.
gotta get on a ladder and balance everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna
That's-
say, I was gonna say, she pull the JAR card and put it into this, and just it might be easier
either
than
way.
moving everything else.
Right. Either way, either swap these cards into that system or that card into this system.
Yeah,
So that
well,
you can-
actually, that's why I'm building the third mini front panel
Right.
computer, because then I'll have two basically
Mhm.
identical machines that I can use for testing
Right.
stuff.
Right. But in order to isolate what is causing the problem, if you have a known good front panel, then either use putting the cards you have in this system into that system in place of what's there. And if it all runs fine there, then you know we're trying to troubleshoot something on the front panel. Whereas otherwise, there's so many variables, it's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah. But anyway, so this is kind of unless somebody recognizes what's going on, it's kind of hard to figure out why the thing is, it seemed to be working except for that one cold solder joint last week, and now this week it's doing this stuff.
So it was working before and it stopped.
Well, it wasn't working, but it was sort of working.
It's working better.
Yeah, it was working a lot better than this.
What happens if you just examine your Altmon and run
Right.
instead of mucking with the front panel stuff? Can you examine? I guess that's a good question.
There's examine. We go stop, reset, examine.
And
Huh,
if
because you were able to examine last time.
Yeah, this is
Right.
That's different. Yeah.
so it's my guess is
Wait a minute. You just hit examine. Now all the address lights are on.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know all the address lights came on.
Is this the same setup you were using
That's
last
the exact
time?
same cards as last week. In
Huh.
fact, they've been just when I pulled them out, I put them on top of an anti-static thing, and they just sat there till I got the backplane back.
Try plugging the front panel in another socket.
Okay. So I gotta wait for these LEDs to dim
Yeah.
out. Nothing.
And also,
Yes, you do.
and also make sure
if you don't have any. Go
you
ahead.
don't happen to have any of the S100 boards have the little white paper to prevent it from being connected, do you? Like we had to have with the Dazzler, where you have a connection that's got paper over it, so it doesn't make connection.
Oh,
On
wow.
pin 25,
I don't remember what the pin is, but
well, you had pin 25 on JAIR board. That was
okay. That's not still there.
or
is it?
no, that was on what do you call it? ZPU board. Either the jar or the ZPU. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
show these things one slot back each.
Yeah. Well, just that front panel to start with.
Well, everything was right next to each other, so
Oh,
and I'll put FDC plus back in.
Well, you got the FTC Plus and the Flex RAM?
No, I don't have the flex RAM in here.
Okay. Okay.
Doesn't look any different.
same.
Stop, reset. examine.
Yeah, it looks like it's very similar, except the address isn't moving now.
Yeah. Hmm.
The magic backplane.
Is that old saying, "Ghost in the machine"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little after Halloween, but yeah.
Stop, reset, deposit.
Hey.
Oh,
That's good. That's good so far, it looked like.
But then when I reset and it goes to all the lights on again, I do examine. And they all stay on.
Yeah, that's because the RAM isn't being written to.
Right.
Okay. So
That's probably because the RAM isn't being.
why wouldn't the RAM be written to?
Not generating MRAID would be one thing.
Yep. Is the MRite jumper on that front panel board and jumpered?
Yeah, because depending on the CPU card, the front panel or the CPU will generate MRite. You only want one.
So I got, I can't read these things. Looks like P-Sync, something else, and then the far left of the middle bunch, which I think is the MRite.
Yeah. Hang on.
Let me look on my notes. I got a of course, the computer's got to wake up the hard drive. But I have scans of all the boards and stuff, blank before I build them, and pictures after they're built. Okay.
Okay, MRite is the one above 15, 16, about pin 18, it looks like.
Enable MRite from
Well, is that
FP
the
pin
far left of
68.
No, it's not the far left. The far left is P-Sync termination.
No. It goes P-Sync, something else, and then the middle section, the far
Right.
left of the middle section, there's a jump.
Is MRite. Yeah, that should be jumpered.
Yeah, that's jumpered.
Okay.
Okay.
So then what?
Oh, you got to make sure the CPU isn't doing it, right?
Yeah. Yes, because if the CPU is doing it, you can only have one MRite, if I remember
Yeah.
rightly.
So he could pull the MRite off of this and see if it acts differently without touching the CPU. If you wanted, without whichever
Interesting.
one. Since we identified it on this board,
Okay, I can do that.
might be easier, but
Yeah. Yeah, because newer CPU boards, the MRite's on the CPU board, right? Generally.
some of them, yeah.
Okay, the jumper is removed.
Okay.
Set it down someplace where I don't knock it on the floor.
That's why I have a bag of those, because they all end up on the floor.
Actually, next time you do that AliExpress order wall, I think they have bunches and bunches of them on there, hundreds for $1. So that's what
Oh,
all
I've got
different
about
colors too.
1,000 of them. I just don't
Okay.
like, the thing is on the floor, they tend to. I'm doing deposit next.
That actually looks right. It's flashing what was in there previously, and
Reset, examine, yeah, but it's still not.
The other thing is your memory board may not be addressed at 0.
That's a good.
yeah, that's a complicated. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, double check your RAM.
You don't have a simple RAM board, do you? Like an old 8K RAM board?
Or even the
Well,
Flex RAM.
I've got a known good Krememco 16K. Oh, that's a dynamic thread. I think I've got a static one too.
Yeah, or one of those Flex RAMs
Oh, I got
are relatively easy.
I've got known good. Here we go. Dynabyte 16K static RAM.
It's a static, okay.
Yeah.
And known good, you believe?
Oh yeah. I tested it several years ago. and it's passed all the tests.
Okay, awesome.
I would pull all your other boards out besides the front panel, the CPU, and that card because,
Well, that's it. That's all it's in here.
okay, you had that, you were putting that FTC Plus in.
Well, yeah, because that was my RAM.
Ah,
Okay.
Yeah, as I recall, FTC Plus is a little more complicated to get the RAM set up, isn't it? I know
no,
there's a
it's
few more
pretty simple.
jumpers.
It's pretty
Is it simple? Okay, I
Pretty simple.
haven't messed around. I've been using the Flex RAM stuff, which I find really
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah, they're both pretty easy.
Okay.
Reset. Deposit. Deposit next. That's not working. Although I'm not, I don't remember how to address Dynabyte to make sure it's at 0. I think it's at 0.
Hmm.
I can't say for sure. Oh, I mean, if that was like 3 or 4 years ago when I was trying to figure out how to address the thing, and I managed to get it to set at 0 and run tests. And I think I tried it at other addresses, but I might have left some other address on there.
Is there any value for him keeping the MRite off jumper off on this board now still, or I don't want to change too many things at once? You know what I mean?
So the MRite's related to the CPU board,
Yeah.
right? Not memory boards. Because
Yeah. No, I know that, but yeah, it just we're still testing it with it out, and I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So long as we remember that. So.
Well, the Krememco, oh yeah, the Krememco dynamic RAM should work in there. Well, I think this is the same board I was using to test in the AIR.
I repeat.
Well, it was working there.
When I started all this, that was the first thing people warned me about was the dynamic RAM. They said just get static. You'll save yourself a lot of headaches.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I've heard several times over the last few years.
Heard it enough that I believe it at this point.
I have 3 dynamic RAM cards that I've never gotten working.
Ooh.
And yeah, in a modern computer, you'll never see static RAM.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sifts through deposits and examines, but the data stays the same all the
Try
time.
putting that, now that you've changed your CPU, I mean your memory board, try putting that MRite jumper back on the
Yeah.
front panel board.
Yeah, I'll tell you, pulling it off is a million times easier than putting it on. It's not just the physical problems, it's the visual.
Yeah.
Oh, and it seemed to go right in.
Nice.
The only place I've had good luck with dynamic RAM is in my Horizon.
Well, deposit next, it steps. Reset again, examine. It's
Nope.
through stuff, but
Yeah.
memory's not changing. So the data is always stuck.
Yeah, that sure seems like the RAM's possibly just not responding.
Well, I can put a flux RAM in here.
Or there's something going on with your cable.
Yeah.
Say again?
There's something going on with the cable between your front panel board and the CPU board.
Now that's it's a ribbon cable. It's crimped.
Well, yeah, I know.
Now I mean,
Well, no, because it's not high all the time.
this one sticks in there. So here's the flex RAM. And there's the dip switch settings. So it looks like ROM is enabled, and then the rest is RAM.
So what's whatever.
We're gonna bring
Well,
it back.
what are the switches on the far right?
That one with the
No, no, no,
hole.
the far
No.
right.
Yeah, over where it does the phantom settings and stuff.
Yeah,
The far right, so it looks like phantom read or something is on.
yeah. It looks like you have Phantom Read or something
Read
on.
right, one of those phantoms is on.
So those should
Turn
be
all,
off.
yeah, turn all the phantoms off.
Okay.
I mean, you can actually probably even turn the ROM switch off and not even introduce that unless you think we could read that part of memory or try to execute it there. Maybe that probably worth keeping.
All right. Well, that looks better. Stop, reset. Okay, now that's telling me the FDC plus must be bad.
Try writing something other than 0 into the memory.
Yep. Now go back to 0 and do examine again. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, that's working the way it should.
that's
Yeah.
all working.
Nice. Well,
Okay,
jump.
so now I
Let's
got
jump to the ROM and
What have you got in ROM on here?
well, it's got the Altman in here.
Okay. So that's a good way to test things. If Alt1 will run.
They're examine. Thing is, you can't tell anything if it's working or not.
without the serial card. Yeah.
Well, no, you can. You can tell by the
That's true. Yeah, you can.
input light.
Yeah.
Typically.
It's got the run light. So go stop, reset, examine, run.
Yeah, is your input light glowing?
Where's the input light?
Looks like fourth from the left. Looks like it is. Or is that out? I can't tell. Now, it looks like in is on solid and out is on. And then it blew up.
Oh, let's see. Alt is off.
Do you have a
HLP
2SA?
is off.
It changed.
Stack is off. Enta is off.
Do you have a 2SIO board in there?
I have, yeah, I got a 2SIO board.
Yeah, it would be useful to see.
It's out to the weeds now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Making progress.
so the ultimate build on this, my ultimate build is hopefully with an FTC plus
Yeah.
and
Right.
and JP 2SIO JP board.
Right.
Yeah. If you get it working with these other boards, then you can swap out the flex RAM for the FTC plus and get that working. This way, it's a working setup, and then you're just changing one piece at a time and get that
Right.
working. And
Right.
so just makes sense to flow that way. And then you can go and pull out if you're doing a and you're not doing the JP model, so you're doing Patrick's version of it.
Well, yeah.
Right now,
Well, like I said, the ultimate is to have
Yeah.
PC plus and the Amon run from the JP board. Okay, now I need to grab a ribbon cable for this. The ribbon cables are in a box over here.
Well, you always have the best things to drink there. I noticed good stouts and stuff. I'm sitting here drinking coffee.
Oh, it's 9:30 at night though, so yeah, I'm not a midday alcoholic like you think.
No, 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 no. I wasn't implying that. No, and I was actually, it's good. I actually haven't had a beer in a long time. I've been kind of cutting back on stuff.
I'm drinking a cider.
Oh, okay.
A nice it's a 7.5% Somerset cider.
So say, yeah,
Nice.
cider in England is a little different than cider in the US. Cider in the US is fizzy apple juice.
Yeah. No, we have that as well,
Well, yeah, I know.
to be fair.
Okay, so Patrick,
Yeah.
do I want this on the DTE or DCE?
Well, I would imagine DCE if you're plugging it right into a PC.
Okay, so DCE. Compass.
Actually, do you want to see any other dip switches on it before he plugs it in?
Well, dip switches are set for 9600 baud.
Okay, good.
Address
There's not
address
much to mess up on that one.
10.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Oh, I see a red light. Now I got a let's see. I think I can't remember if that's. I got to remember which COM port that cable's on, 10 or 11. I think it's on 10. Okay, so I power on. Should I see more than just the red light on the COM port?
Yeah, there should be the RX and TX lights both on.
Yeah, the TX is on, but dimmer than RX, which is real bright. If that means
Yeah,
that.
they should be the same unless something's not wired right.
Okay, examine. Six. Good. Examine. Run.
Yeah, that didn't look right at all.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing anything on the computer monitor.
I mean, your computer's not even. I mean, it looks like your wait and run lights are both on or something. Or halt came on. I can't read it.
You
Yeah,
can't
it looks like both wait and run are on.
run is on. Wait,
Is it off?
wait is off.
Okay, but it's not running. Everything's on. Everything's on. It's not running.
Does that look like the correct byte for Amon?
Mm,
3E.
3E. I can look.
I hit run.
Yeah, it just instantly blows up.
So again, there's still something.
Hmm.
So let's see.
Hmm.
I think I have another USIO here somewhere. Yeah. There's another 2SIO. Address 10. 9600. Okay. And you said DCE, right?
Yeah. Well, it depends on what you're plugging it into.
Yeah, there's that.
It's going to a RS-232 that goes to a change your, adapter from RS-232 to USB.
And you have any other cables in there?
Other cables for what?
Is the 2SIO plugged directly into your USB connector?
Oh,
Or are
yeah.
there other cables and switch boxes and stuff in the way?
No, there's no switch. It just goes to it. In fact, what I'm going to do right now is I have this little jumper. Remember those pins I sent you?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I made these jumpers.
You shouldn't need any jumpers. You shouldn't need a null modem. You should.
This is how I go from pin 2 to pin 3. And then I could type on the computer term thing. Yes, I see my characters.
Well, yeah, that'll always work.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, well, but the thing is that way I know I'm on the right COM port.
Ah,
Yeah, okay, I gotcha. It's a way of telling you're running Windows. I know there's a way of telling it. I just don't. I run Linux.
Well,
So.
I got about 50 COM ports active on this computer.
just invest in one of these, and it makes it my life much easier.
Yeah, yeah. I got.
I love this one because it's got DB9s and DB25s. Yep. I use this every time I'm not sure. I plug this in and say which lights are on. Oh, okay, I got it backwards.
It's just more blinking lights for me. I love it. And actually, it's helped me out a lot when I was having trouble with some of that.
Yeah, it's also nice that it's got 25s and 9s, but yeah.
I haven't had to pull any of those funky adapters for a long time.
Oh God.
Okay, so this is doing the same thing again.
Yeah, there's definitely a problem.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're gonna see who's got the oldest.
Hey, well, can you examine and
Nice.
Can you examine and deposit some stuff into like the first 10 bytes and double? What card do you have in there now? The Flex or the FTC?
It's the Flex RAM.
And you have all like 62K of RAM enabled?
Yeah. So deposit next.
Yeah, now go up to like F000. Now go to like turn on the left 4 switches. And deposit there and examine.
So that's all zeros. Examine.
All right. You got RAM there.
Yep. Oh, no ROM.
Oh.
Oh, that's not Alt1?
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't be able to write zeros in Altman, should I?
No.
You can deposit to F800?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no ROM there. You're just running random junk.
Right. Yeah, your ROM's not enabled, it looks like. So your Flex RAM switches might not be quite right.
On the Flex RAM board, the switches are on the very far left bank. It's all on.
Yeah.
The second bank, 0 through E0 to F400 are on, and F800 to FC100 are off.
Okay.
The third bank of switches are all off. The fourth bank of switches is E0 to F400 are off, and F800, FC100 are on. That's for the ROM.
We
Okay.
have the ROMs at F8.
ROMs at F8, yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
you got
yeah.
that?
So F800 and FC100 are switches are on.
Okay.
Okay, then
And then you have the ROM, and isn't there like a ROM enable switch in general?
yeah, that's what I'm going through. Then the next bank of switches
Yeah.
is RAM, and that's all four of those are on. And then the next bank, I think, is a ROM thing, and those are all
Yep.
off.
Off, yeah.
And then it goes switch 7. Finally, I can see a switch number. Switch 7. It has pin 1 is on, and the other 3 are off.
Mm-hmm.
And switch 8, everything's on except for 7 and 8, which are off.
Oh, wait a minute. 7 and 8 are phantom reads and writes. Mine are on my board.
Yeah, they should be off for.
Yeah. I've only used it a couple times, but yeah.
Well,
But
yeah, this is a pretty
well,
simple setup, so there shouldn't be anything needing phantom, right? If we understand it.
No,
maybe
shouldn't.
there's nothing on that ROM chip.
That's possible.
So I'm sorry, Walt. Can you just yank the board out and put it on your camera?
Mm.
Yeah, it looks correct, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one switch that's got a hole in it,
Yeah,
the
it's broken.
plastic just broke off.
Mm.
Something I don't like about these
Sure. Look.
seem to be cheap switches.
Yeah. I built mine with slide switches. I much prefer those.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sure looks right.
Yeah.
yeah, so it doesn't so basically it's saying that this ROM is not written.
Yeah.
It's sure starting to sound that way.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, were you able to deposit?
Yeah, I could deposit zeros at ROM addresses.
Well, that means it's RAM active.
Right. And yet the switches show the RAM up at the top there at F8 and FC disabled.
And what other board?
And
And
the
what
ROM
other boards do you
enabled.
have in right now?
Say again?
What other boards do you have in right now?
The front panel, the CPU, the 882SIO, and the Flex RAM.
Huh. That is bizarre. I flip your RAM switches on and off again, and your ROM switches off and on again. Maybe they're bad. I can't imagine being able to deposit memory and.
I can believe they're bad. When the plastic breaks from flipping them, that tells
Yeah,
you they're not in really good condition.
Yeah, that's really bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, I've had that happen, but the board was 40 years old, so I cut it some slack there. But that board,
Well,
you
these
know.
switches could be 40 or more years old.
Oh, somebody pulled the switches from somewhere else.
No, they're just switches that have been in my stash forever.
Ah, okay.
Okay, each switch that should do something, I'm moving them on and off a few times each. They snap well. Oh, you know what? I could put a meter on the back and that'll tell me if the switch is on or off. I have a multimeter right here. So On the RAM, those should be open. That's open. That's open. On the ROM, they should be closed. That's closed. That's closed. On the ROM select should be closed. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. The ROM, oh, no, there it is, yeah. ROM select is okay. So now I'll go, well, the RAM, we know that's all working. Yeah, those are all. So the last thing to test is switch 8. Open, open. Can you hear the beep from my meter?
I can't.
Okay, yeah, it's really faint. So I added a LED on top of the meter. So when there's a short, the LED comes on. That's a better indicator than that stupid tone thing. These meters, they never put a decent power into the little piezoelectric speakers. Okay, all the addressing makes continuity correct on the back of the board. So I'll stick it back in there. See what happens. Stop, reset, examine, run. No, I don't see anything on console. So stop, reset, go examine, deposit. Oh, I can't deposit now.
Well, that's an and that's looking more like code as well.
Yeah, examine.
Yeah, I have no idea what the first few bytes of Altman are. You think?
Yeah, I can look real quick. I have it like right here.
So would
I just put it in the new simulator.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. How's that going?
Oh, very good. It's like pretty much does everything I want now.
So you're about ready for
Yeah.
us to find all the things you missed, right?
Yep. Are you good? You're good with compiling from source?
I haven't done that in forever, but
Oh, okay. I'll make. What do you run?
huh?
What do you
Oh.
run? Linux, Windows?
A Windows machine currently, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll get a compile on Windows and put up a binary.
But
I haven't compiled it for Windows yet.
no, that's fine. I mean, could I compile it? Yes, I'm sure I could figure it out. It's just been a very long time since I've fired up a compiler.
Okay, so the next thing,
Altman, yeah, Altman should be a 3E, then a 03, then a D3.
What on earth are you doing there? Jesus.
That's kind of why I start asking about cables.
so there's the cable from the 88 to
Right.
SIO. There's the cable to the PC.
Right.
It's a little thing with the LEDs.
Oh, I see. It's not a single piece USB to serial. You've actually got a
Little display board.
yeah, in the middle there.
You do jumpers and stuff and switches.
Yeah.
But that
Wow.
way you can see. So
And the SIO, you have all the switches on.
they're on for just RX and TX and nothing else.
No, I mean on the 2SIO, you have the 4 switches by the port turned on.
Near the top of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are set so we only use RX and TX.
Oh, okay, that's what
nothing else.
that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Let's see, let me, instead of holding on to that thing, I'll turn the camera down. So now I got,
Yeah, but I'd rather look at the front panel than that. Oh, sorry.
okay, well, I was just gonna say it's RX, TX, CTS is off, RTS is on, DSR is off, DTR is on, DCD and RI are off.
Do we confirm that the first few bytes of 40 for F800 match what we're expecting for Altman?
First
Yeah,
byte,
it's 3. And you can do an
3.
examine next. It should be a 3.
This is examined at F800.
Yeah,
Right.
do an examine next, and it should be a 3. Then a D3,
Yep.
Yeah.
10.
Okay, good.
that's good.
Yeah, Altman's definitely there. Yeah.
And you
They
can't
got-
deposit right now?
No, I won't deposit.
Okay, so Altman is
You hit
there.
Deposit, nothing happens.
Yeah, good.
Deposit next. It just steps through the RAM.
Right.
Or I should say the ROM.
I'm sorry. Well, can you do one more thing again? Can you do an examine?
Okay, examine.
Examine next. Examine next. Deposit.
Nothing.
Did nothing,
deposit.
right? Okay.
Yeah, that's as it should be. Yeah. Okay, so that's so it looks like Altman is there. Yeah.
Now run.
Yeah.
But when you
Actually,
run,
actually, why don't you single step? Can you single step?
Yeah,
It's a single step like
So-
10 bytes.
there's one.
See if it goes out to the weeds. Yeah, it seems like it's already.
yeah, that looks like it's running.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks good.
yeah.
What's at port 3?
Say again?
I'm just wondering on Altman, what's at port 3? Because those first 3 bytes are writing something to port 3.
Oh no, it's doing a I think it's a load A3 to do a reset
Oh, that's right. That's right.
on the 2SIO.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
because you have to set the yeah, that's right. You have to set the chip up first.
But my question is now, let's stop, reset, examine. Now, if I hit run, shouldn't the lights on here change because it's
If you're plugged into the right cable on the QSI.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I mean. I should be able to see the LEDs change on this little
Oh.
display.
Only on the TX and RX.
It's in
Yeah,
the
only the yeah, the T.
it's
So
in
which
the
one's it?
system, but they're not changing.
So that's, are you sure you're in the right port on the 2SIO?
I'm on port 0,
Right.
and the DCE. So let me switch to the DTE thing.
no. Well, that's not. You're not going to see any lights change on that thing.
Oh, why not?
Why would you?
Well, isn't Altman gonna send something out to the computer?
Yeah, 9600 baud is going to say Altman 1.3 and then put a
Yeah,
prompt on it. You're
it's
not-
gonna flash.
Yeah, you're not going to see it unless you
Oh,
change to like 300 baud or something.
Yeah.
Right.
By the way, does he
Okay.
have the right IO ports set on it to 10 and 11?
Yes.
Otherwise, you won't see anything.
It's
Okay,
set for address 10, and it's set at 9600 baud.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I hate to repeat. Sorry about
I
that.
mean, you might see something, but it's going to go so fast. I don't know that you'll notice. Like I said, if look at your front panel, if it's looping at F whatever and the input light is glowing, it's
Yeah.
running.
Yeah.
If it's not, it's not.
There,
Yeah.
Yeah, it just blows up.
Now hit stop and see where it's, and then single step and see where it is.
okay, that's stopped.
That's in the ROM. That's out of the ROM. That's
That looked like an in or an out.
yeah. But yeah,
It
as long as
looks
the
like
first,
it looks like it's staying in the ROM.
it does, doesn't it? Yeah. When it goes out, it's just doing the output and input. Yeah.
So it's probably just looping. I didn't follow the addresses to see if it's
Well,
doing
yeah,
the
'cause
same thing over and over.
yeah, and it should be looping because it's waiting for a character.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah,
pressing.
well, hit run again. Sorry. Maybe I just can't see what the
It's
LED
really hard. It's really hard to.
Yeah, I don't. Is your input light ever coming on? Well, here you go. That's easy to tell now. Hit stop. Maybe those lights don't work.
Stop.
And now single step. Can you tell which LED is input?
Well, let's see. Yes. Input is the second from the left.
Does it ever come on?
Goes memory, input, M1.
Okay.
Well, it's easy to tell because you'll see the same byte in both the high and low.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Input-
keep going and
this
go one more
one's
time. Sorry,
input.
Walt.
This one's input. I
Right.
don't
Yeah.
see it coming on. It doesn't.
There. Oh,
Right. Yeah. Right when it goes, that's because that's the input instruction executing right there. Right.
Input never turns
stop,
on.
stop. Walt. When
Yeah.
there's just two lights on your address bus come on, don't do a single step again.
You say when to stop.
Okay. Keep going. Just when there's two lights on the address lights, stop.
There.
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 Four. Wait a minute.
Okay,
That's
that's
four.
4 lights on the address
Well,
bus.
see that? Okay, that's 11. It's trying to
Read address port
it's
11.
trying to
Oh, which is the
it thinks
status.
it has data.
Or address port 11 is
That's the data port,
that's the data port
which it shouldn't be doing anything.
because yeah, 10's the status, 11's the data.
Well, what I don't understand is neither your input or output LEDs are on, so I don't know what it's doing.
Wait a minute.
Well, the INP LED never turns
Isn't it?
on.
Yeah, I know it should be on.
Wait a minute. That's
Yeah, keep going again until it
not
just shows.
that's not 11,
Keep
is it?
single
That's
stepping until it just shows two
9,
LEDs.
is it? That's not 11, is it? Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Was
They
it?
look like 11.
Yeah, keep going until there's just two when it's reading the status port. There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah,
There
see,
we
it's returning FF. So
Mhm.
I think either your CPU isn't actually putting input or output on the bus.
Oh, you're right. That's not 11. Yeah, that is 11. I was reading at the.
Well, now it's 10, so it's trying to read the status port, but the status port's returning FF. So the 2SIO is not returning any data. Nothing's putting anything on the bus because either
Yeah.
because the input isn't on the bus or these LEDs are broke and they're not showing.
Right.
But either way, the
Wait.
input light should be on
Wait
right
a
now.
minute. That's not.
But
That
if I
doesn't look
do a
like
reset-
11. That
if
looks
I
like
do a-
0.
That's
if I do
10.
a reset-
That's 10.
10. Yeah.
1 0.
Yes.
Yeah.
But your data LEDs show FF, so nobody's
Right.
responding right now.
Yeah.
But that's either means the 2SIO isn't on port 10 and your input light doesn't work,
Right.
or
It's outputting to port 11.
well, it's what it's doing. It's seeing an FF. so it thinks the received data buffer's full. So then it's probably reading an FF and transmitting an FF. If Wall puts Terra, oh, there it is.
When I hit run, now the input light turns on.
Yeah.
If Walt puts Terra term into to show hex, it'd probably just see his
Oh, I
FF.
see Altman on the tear term now.
Well, there you go.
Whoa.
I don't know.
That's starting to sound awfully like you've got a less than perfect connection somewhere.
Yes.
but all I've done so far is stop,
Wiggle the boards.
reset, examine, and run.
Right, but that also wiggled all the boards, and I'm betting that there's somewhere there's a bad connection.
Yep.
It's got all of the
You mean that card guide idea I mentioned earlier might help?
Hey, well, just kind of wiggle all your cards.
Yeah, pull the motherboard and check all the connections. You had one bad cold starter joint. You might have another.
Right.
I went through them pretty good, but yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
I didn't resolder all of them, just a bunch of them.
But yeah, the fact that we've been manipulating the boards a little bit makes it work. That's a bad connection.
Yeah, hey, Walt, just kind of tap on the corner of your backplane.
Which corner?
I don't know. Just
North,
Pick one.
north, south, south.
curious if the input stops, turns off again.
And if you wiggle the front panel a little bit, because that's the one you've been manipulating. Because that's
Interesting. So well, it seems to me that the problem with the CPU not putting it on the bus. Because it seems like neither the front panel or the 2SIO saw the input.
Right.
So that leads me to this, that would think the CPU.
But right now, I got a good connection to the PC.
Yeah.
So never touch it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Duct tape.
Foam it.
I got to move the front panel board back to the first slot, so it
Yeah.
goes in the computer.
Yeah.
Just foam it.
We're mostly I was gonna say, yeah.
Great
Well,
stuff. Yeah.
But see, this is getting me this far, but I still have the wrong RAM card. And
Hey,
the
just
wrong SIO
curious.
card.
Now fire it up and do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, stop, reset, examine, run.
Huh.
Yep,
Yep.
Altman come right up.
Nice.
All right, guys, I'm going to have to back out of here. I'll catch you all later.
All righty.
Take care, Terry.
There's an intermittent issue somewhere.
Isn't there just
So there's
Best
something
guys.
going on here, but we don't know exactly what.
yeah.
Hey, we made something work.
Yeah. Woo.
So I'll put everything back into the forward slots again.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to be another week or two before I get those last switches in to finish building that other front panel board. But then if I
card
can have
guides.
two machines working simultaneously, that way, well, I don't, the 882SIO-JP, that would be the next thing to test. But I want to disable the ROM on the Altman.
You're gonna go to Amon on the JP?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
So-
the reason for that choice, by the way? Just
Just to have two flavors of monitor.
Right.
okay.
Right.
That's
And
good.
I've already got Altman and other computers, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's fine. I was just wondering. I absolutely understand that. So having different options and stuff.
yeah.
Just
So for today, I guess that's some good tests and got through
yeah.
some of the weirdness.
I mean, if you can determine what's the looseness or whatever it is that's causing the problem, or like you said, maybe you've 3D printed card guides before, actually really nice ones, I believe. Maybe you can get something so
Well, I
it keeps.
designed them.
Yeah. Yes, you did. I
Yeah.
have. I think it's kind of the set I'm using here on my little Frankenstein setup. But
Yeah, I don't have
um,
I don't have card guides to put on this.
okay.
Yeah.
Um,
And the thing
I mean,
is, I've
ahead.
been using the 1/2 inch square dowel rods for card
Yeah,
guides.
yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned that. So
Yeah, I
maybe you can
make
build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just put legs on it to go down to the floor of the computer, and then little
Okay.
slots cutting in the thing. That way I can lift the whole card guide out
Uh,
without messing with the boards.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Okay.
custom made so it
Well-
doesn't hit heat sinks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have the so right now the 88 2SIO is working. If you swapped in your other serial card, of course it also does memory as well. So you'd have to swap both those boards out and
Well, you got to
try.
do them one at a time. That's the thing. So
You can't.
the
Yeah.
next test is to get the 88 2SIO JP set up and then turn the Altman ROM off on this FlexRAM board.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a good test. Once I got the 88 2SIO JP working, then it's easy to swap out the FlexRAM for the FDC Plus.